Live now. Hit that shit. Hit that shit right now. That's what I'm talking about. You guys hear that shit?
Welcome to the Detox Podcast.
Hey, we're there. We're doing it. It's a special day, guys. 2 years of the pod. Celebrating.
Welcome to the Detox Podcast.
Give me some clap. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we already got some technical difficulties with the sound bites, but that's okay. It's your first try. McKenna's here. She's doing sound bites. McKenna, why don't you say hello? Oh,
Hello, everyone.
she's
Nice to meet.
it's the
Guys,
first
my notes
day.
are
I upped
amazing.
the production value of the whole show
And I got a 10-minute training.
like tenfold over the weekend, and yeah, she got just a short training. But McKenna is here. Big Ty is here with me as well.
Hello.
Big Ty, why don't you tell the people what's up? We're here. We're doing the show for the 104th time, celebrating 2 full years of doing Detox. And we got a lot to get to. We got some fun stuff. We're going to talk about some stress management, as that when you run a show, when you run a podcast, for a weekly podcast for 2 years, there's some stresses that you kind of run into, and we're going to talk about how you can manage those, because I need to manage them. So we're going to take some fun tests later. Also going to be talking about all the things that have changed in another year of doing the podcast, explain why there's no tier list this year, and do some other fun stuff. We got a cake coming, and some other cool stuff to celebrate 2 years. And I want to tell you guys a big thank you from the bottom of my heart, but I'm going to get to that in a second. Before we get in to everything for the show, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about car insurance. These days, it seems as if we're able to do more and more from home. So while you're at home, why aren't you saving money on your car insurance? Your hometown agency, Kenosha Auto Insurance, has specialized for years in simple, hassle-free car insurance using the latest in touch-free technology to help you and your family get the best rates. So what are you waiting for? Give them a call today, 262-448-4141. That's 262-448-4141. And the website is kenoshains.com. One last time, that's 262-448-4141. Give them a call. Tell them Danrita Detox sent you. The worst that could happen is you will get the best rates. I've already had people hit me up and say they called them and they were like, hey, Detox sent me, and they were set up. They didn't believe me. They literally called me on the phone laughing. They're like, there's no way that would actually work. And they called me and they said that they actually got a much better rate on their car insurance. So give them a call and see what they can do for you guys. Now, with all that stuff out of the way, we got some people in the chat already. Deborah Freeman says, congrats, guys. Thank you, Deborah. It means a lot. We're really excited to be here. Happy to be here. Going to be doing some fun stuff today. Big Ty and McKenna, I want to say thank you to you guys for both being here and dealing with the stressfulness as well. The theme song, if you guys enjoyed the theme song that played earlier, McKenna, why don't you hit that shit one more time? Made this today. I'm not, it's not a for sure gonna stick around forever, but
Welcome to the Detox Podcast. Welcome to the Detox Podcast, where we don't know what the hell is going on. Yeah, welcome to the Detox Podcast. Yeah.
you can kill it. That's what I'm talking about. McKenna's on sound bites. She's gonna be learning with us. I'm gonna be telling her. I'm gonna get a board over here so that I can control them too. But we've been talking about getting sound bites for like 30 or 40. No, I think like 50 weeks. So once the second year started, I've been doing like the introductions where like I introduce everybody who comes on the show, and from then I was like saying like, let's give a wet detox welcome, and I would like, oh, we don't have a clap track, but we're gonna get one soon. Well, a year later, and now we got one. So I'm really excited for that. Yes, see, McKenna's got the sound bites, and she's gonna be coming through clutch on time with them. So okay. The punch one is gonna get out of control quick, I imagine. Let us know if there's any sound bites in particular that you guys think we should add to the board, because we'd love to do that too. With I know I wanted to add the "You're Not That Guy," who I didn't get enough time.
Add the Thanos snap.
We should. I think we get copyright claimed on that one, but yeah, we got some fun stuff. So I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about some of the new stuff for the podcast that we're gonna be doing moving forward. Um, but first, I really just want to say thank you to everybody who tunes in on Monday nights, or if you watch later in the week, or if you listen over on Spotify. It means the world to me that I have been able to do this podcast for 2 years. It's it's crazy to think about, and it doesn't always hit me when I'm doing sort of the busy work every week to kind of keep it going when you're booking people and making thumbnails, doing promotions and things like that until every week when I go to do the updated thumbnail. So like after the episode airs and then I like add the thumbnail in, I always save the file as like whatever number the episode is. So it'll be like it would be like 88 and I'm like, holy shit. And that's when like it would put it in perspective for me every week. Like, oh my god, I've done 88 episodes or 90 and now 104. So it's kind of crazy and I don't take it for granted the ability to do this and I've had there's been people that have come and gone and helping this happen. And there's also been people that I know come in and watch and some people that maybe don't watch anymore, but if you've ever taken some time to come and hang out with us, I appreciate you, and I'm so thankful that we were able to kick it. So I appreciate you guys, and hopefully we can do a whole nother year of this and many more years to come. Um, I'm just very grateful to be doing this. Now, a lot has changed in a year. We're not doing the whole big. We're not doing a bunch of speeches and an award show this year. Um, just primarily because the podcast has gotten like it's expanded to the point where like we've had people from like all different parts of the country, um where it wouldn't be obvious, it almost wouldn't be fair to do something like that, especially like where I am, where I'm not like in a city where like people could like stay. It wouldn't be worth having people come out here just for this very small award show where I'm giving away wooden spray painted spray painted chatty awards that we made up. But who knows? Maybe someday we can do something like that again. Also, we're not doing a tier list this year, because doing some reflection, I feel like that was just not a great idea. I don't know. I mean, what do you think, Big Ty? Was that you think that was a little harsh to just like rank everybody in front of them?
It was fair.
It was fair. It was fair. What tier did you get? Did your episode get?
I think it was an A.
You were A? Okay, so of course it was fair. You think it was fair.
Should have been S, but
I mean, dude, some people were much lower than
I
that.
think I
so
got a C.
we kind of did get a C.
Rude.
we all deserve what we got.
Hey, I got the low. I got an F. Like I had the low. Did you just boo instead of? So yeah, I figured that wasn't probably the best thing, but we're gonna be doing some fun stuff, talking about running a podcast, and not like the boring stuff on like how it actually gets done, but more of like the mindset and lack of stress management that I have, and we're gonna take some fun quizzes together, so it'll be fun. Damn, I'm curious now, Darren. Curious as to what. Wait, oh gosh, what Steve wants to know what his would be on a tier list. Well, I was thinking, that actually got me thinking because I can
answer that for him.
well, I can make a tier list on this tier list generator and give everybody all of the episode like screenshots of all the episodes, and then I was gonna like release it so that everybody could do their own. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow and let everybody can share them on Instagram or something, and then tag me in it, and we can have a discussion, a debate on who's S tier, who's F tier, and stuff like that. But yeah, Steve, I'm sorry, not gonna be doing that to everybody. I think that was kind of rude of me. It was definitely a little rude of me, but you live and you learn. We've grown a lot in a year. So I talked a little bit about what we're going to get into with the stress management side of things. And you might be wondering, what is it about a podcast that would be stressful? In doing it for 2 years. And I got to tell you, the biggest thing is just people fucking canceling. That's honestly it, cuz it's like I stress myself out. So there's a lot of things that I don't count as like stressful things for running a podcast. Like maybe they are when it comes to like the audio side of things and making sure the video is okay and scheduled and that you book people. But the thing that stresses me out the most when you get all that in order and then someone says last minute they're not coming. So that stuff stresses me the fuck out. And it's, so shout out to, or a big fuck you to everybody who can't.
Shout out to the people that canceled.
Shout out to their families, man. But
You
yeah,
raised a
so
winner.
so I figured we jump right into it, and you guys are gonna want to stick around because we're gonna be eating some cake and doing some fun questions. Big Ty's got some questions for me. McKenna's got some questions. We've been putting together some fun stuff because it's the birthday of Detox. So we will be doing some fun stuff, other fun stuff later. But right now, McKenna's gonna pull up. You want to pull this up, McKenna? She's gonna pull up a. Steve says, "Frick 'em." Um, she's gonna pull up a stress. This is which test is this, McKenna? This is it pulled up right now?
It's how stressed are you?
How stressed are you?
Yes.
So, I mentioned all those things that kind of push me over the edge sometimes. And I figured I'd take this time, this year end of the show, not of the actual year, to do some more reflection and figure out what I can do to stop being so stressed out. So,
Oh, I guess you got to see the screen.
yeah, you probably want to flip the screen around for me.
So choose a
Everybody
snack.
everybody at home, yeah, you can do it like halfway so you can see too. Everybody home, you guys can play along with me. Okay, so choose a snack. So it's apple or
Oh
chips.
gosh.
Is that's my choices? Well, I'm gonna do. I would choose an apple personally. I don't really like. I mean, I eat chips, but I'm not big into them. What do you do when you get home?
So it looks like you're either like working on a computer or you're eating.
It's probably the left one. Working on a computer. It's usually getting stuff ready for this.
Yeah, I agree. Would you rather
Go for a run.
or watch Netflix?
You're on Netflix, dog.
I mean, I might be Netflix Nation right now. I think he would have.
I think everyone would rather choose Netflix.
But I do enjoy
But yeah.
running. I just don't know that I would. I don't know. I'll go Netflix right
Okay.
now.
So
You have fallen behind in classwork. What do you do? Ask for help. Ignore the problem is probably what I would do. I'll probably ignore it. Would you rather go to bed at 10 p.m. or wake up at 5 a.m.? Wake up at 5 a.m.
Those are
I'm not
doable
bad
if
at that.
you
Yeah.
go to bed
I
at
feel like you would
10.
Yeah.
probably go to bed at 10 if you woke up at 5.
Yeah. Choose the ideal vacation scene. I like that bottom left. What is that?
This
So
one,
we could
by
describe it
yourself?
to people listening. By myself in
Some mountains.
in
sitting
some
at a
mountains, in a
pier.
river, on a pier.
You think you owe yourself that?
Maybe.
All right.
That would be cool. Would you rather? How long is this quiz, by the way?
Mine didn't go this long, so maybe
Oh,
it's
God, that's
really
not
thinking
good.
about you.
Would you rather drink a cold bottle of water? Yeah, cold bottle of water. I don't even need to read the second option. What do you do when you're bored?
Looks like you're eating, you're reading, you're on your phone on Instagram.
I'm on my phone probably.
Or playing with this child with.
I would not play with the child. Get the kids out of here.
Okay.
Give me the Instagram.
Okay. Oh, you're 100% stressed.
Oh, great.
Nothing is going your way. There's just so much left for you to do, and things keep piling up. You'll be okay. Don't feel ashamed to ask for help.
Ouch.
Oh, no.
Well,
Well,
when you took this, what did you get?
what did you
I
get?
got like 75% stressed.
Jesus.
So-
Oh, we got some stressful beings over here.
Okay, do we
That's
want
not
to know
great.
what we got to do then?
So, okay. So, please stick with us. If you're not loving this whole quiz segment, we got one more quiz and we're going to be done with them. So, we learned that I am the most stressed out you can be apparently.
100%.
100% stressed.
What if there's 110 in there? Hey, you didn't get that.
That would have been, hey, I'm glad I didn't get that. So now
I thought you liked to be at 110.
110
time are
is
you
is the
waking up?
is the mindset. But so now wait, so this quiz, so we can preface this, McKenna. This quiz is, what is this for? This is how to deal with that stress. We know
We know,
you're
yeah.
stressed, but this quiz will give you something relaxing
So
to
it'll
do.
choose something you need to do to relax.
Okay. All right, give it to me.
Okay. What time
So-
are you waking up?
Right now, I mean today we got up at like
6, 7,
9
10, or
and
12?
then slept until 10 after that.
Well, we
So
went to bed late.
let's go with 10. Give me 10 a.m. Let me just sleep all the way in.
Time for breakfast. Do you want avocado toast, pancakes?
Pancakes.
Okay. Next up, school or work. Are you running late? No way. I'm always on time.
Running late.
Maybe just a bit or
Just a bit.
Who goes on time anyway?
Just a bit. Okay. Are you actually working and slash studying? Yeah, actually.
Of course. Time for lunch. Sandwich, pizza.
Pizza. Give me a pizza
Hell
every
yeah.
time.
Oh,
Hungry.
you're hungry again. Chips, blueberry, yogurt, coffee.
I would take the blueberries actually.
Okay.
If I would do the blueberries.
What do you do after school or work? Nap, workout, shower, read.
Shower. I don't think I would work out. Probably.
Okay, dinner. Do you want pizza again? Steak, salmon, salad.
I'll go with pizza again.
Any before bed activity?
Social media scrolling probably.
Okay.
What are you going to sleep? When are you going to sleep? Midnight probably. That's usually where I'm going.
Oh, you need a spa day.
I need a spa day. I don't disagree. I think we should get some pedicures.
It's time to treat yourself to a nice
Oh,
spa
those
day.
are fire.
McKenna, give me the magic cords real quick. I want to show the people the other thing we got going on.
Okay, let me get back over here.
McKenna's got a lot of shit on her plate today, guys. So
She's a little
congratulations.
stressed.
Yeah, she's a little stressed. So it says I need a
I
spa
need
day,
to
right?
Take the stress test.
Let me make sure I can hear myself when you do this.
Okay.
So you can put it on hear myself first.
Okay, magic chords.
Hear myself? Can I hear myself first? Okay, so we got it. I need a spa day. I need a spa day. Because I'm so fucking stressed with this show. But we did it for 2 years. And Raymond Roberts says congrats on 2 years. Thank you, Raymond. I appreciate it. You can get on. You can
clean
drop
now.
it. You can drop it. We're clean.
Yeah. you're clean.
That's dude. We've got some fun stuff to be able to do now during the show. So I'm probably gonna fuck with it too much at the start. So bear with me, guys. It'll be worse when I get the board to be able to click it while we're live. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and I guess I'm gonna have to do a spa day. Maybe that's what we'll do for 700 subs. We just passed 700 subscribers, and I'm curious actually, those people listening with us now. If you listen to this days after, feel free to comment or do anything else. Steve D says that was whack. I love it. Yeah, man, we've got way more. We'll do some Thanos readings later. We've got a Thanos voice changer as well. I'm telling you, man, I locked in over the weekend and was like, I got to figure this out. I've been wanting to do a soundboard and like add shit to the pod for a long time, and finally did it. So I'm really excited about that and all the stuff we're gonna do with that. Maybe we'll do a spa day for 700 subs. So you guys let me know what you think. Big Ty was talking about, what were you saying we should do before we went live? 700 seconds something.
Oh, I was thinking like 7 different challenges or like 100-second challenges. I know there's probably a couple out there, or like a 700-second challenge. I don't know what that would be, but I think that would be
Like do
something
something for 700 seconds or do
Yeah.
something in 700 seconds.
cool. Yeah,
I don't know what there
'Cause
would
that's
be.
like 11.5 minutes.
Yeah, or something like 700 bit, because like when we hit 100 subscribers, we picked up 100 bags of garbage in our local town area, and then when we hit 300 subs, we donated 300 items to Goodwill, different varieties. Then 500, I just tried to give away a bunch of merch. We did end up giving away some. Not everybody did the giveaway, so we didn't give away all of it. And then yeah, we're at 700, so I want to do something kind of fun. Next thing we're probably gonna do is 1,000. So I don't think we'll do 800 or 900. I mean, unless someone really wants something.
Right.
Not opposed to it. If someone's like, yo, you should do this for 800, I'll gladly do it. But just kind of do something, keep it fun, keep it things exciting.
I think McKenna said 700 burpees though.
She did. I think that would be torture, very torturous. I don't know how
I'll
that would
count
work.
them.
You'd count them.
I'd count them.
I feel like if I did 700, you might as well go to 1,000 at that point and just die. Just end it.
Dude.
Just absolutely end it. I'm not gonna lie, I do have a delusional self-confidence because of the marathon. But I will say the donuts thing did humble me a little bit. I really thought we were gonna be able to finish that.
I shouldn't have ate before I came.
Yeah, you think you could have eaten more?
At least like 5 to 10 more.
5 to 10 more. What did we end with? It was 72? 72. So wouldn't even have won it for us.
No.
We needed some more help. We didn't get enough help on that one.
We need
Use
the
this-
old tie.
Use the super deep one when you say D-bags. Yeah, maybe I'll do that for the Patreon at the end. I was thinking about doing it for the ad read, like doing that with the with the chords thing underneath with like the singing one, the auto tune thing. I thought that would be kind of funny, but I probably had to run that by them first before I
Like
start
car
asking.
insurance.
Yeah, car insurance with the fucking that would just be, I don't know if they would love that or not. So we'd have to check that one out. But I it's crazy when I was trying to do, we just showcased the theme song and earlier today that we made earlier today. Um and in there it says like we don't know what's going on, like we didn't never know what's going on, and the reason was because I was trying to make the theme song for the podcast something that would like encompass what the podcast is about. But when you look at what we do, it's so, it's guest driven. It's different every week. If it's a week where I'm just on, I'm talking about whatever's going on that week or some dumb stuff that's just in my head. Um, so it's kind of hard to put it into any sort of box. And that's where that kind of came from. I mean, dude, we literally go from like, we'll go 1 week about like we're making jokes about people making friends in prison, to then the next is talking about like the importance of connection and men's mental health. Like that's literally, I think that literally was like a 2 week span. I think I had Ben McDonald on, and then I had Raymond on, and it was like I think they were very close, if not right after each other. And that's literally like two different things we talked about. So it's hard to like pin things down and put it into to this one singular theme, because it's not really what this kind of podcast is. And I think that's something that's been really fun about the podcast and everything else that we've been doing and building towards. Um, Now, aside from all that, we we did the stress management. We're gonna be, well, we are kind of ate some pizza earlier today, and we're eating cake very soon. So it's almost like this channel is turning into a mukbang channel where we just eat terrible and we just take very bad care of our bodies. I don't know if how do you feel about that? Are
I
you cool with
take
that?
good care of my body, so
Yeah.
you're on the bad end.
Yeah, I'm not doing so hot. Jake Raymond says, "Happy 2 year, my boy. Keep grinding." We absolutely will, Jake. You're gonna have to stick around, man. We got some fun stuff. We're gonna be doing some. McKenna, what else did you pull up for us? I know you've got a list right here of some stuff that you had pulled up. Did you pull up the birthday? Okay, none of that. Okay, okay, that's okay. We're gonna be doing some other fun stuff later though. While we're gonna be doing a little mukbang like I was talking about with the cake and whatnot, and talking about what you guys want to see moving forward on the channel as well as podcasting sense. Alyssa says hi. What's going on, Alyssa? Um, that's Speaking of that. Who do you want to see on the podcast, Big Ty? Big big picture. Anybody. I mean, it could be not like A-list celebrity. I mean, maybe somebody that would maybe be attainable that we could get on the podcast. So I want to do something, and maybe people that are in here live today or days after, they can comment it. Um, I want to have somebody on or do something that everybody is rooting for and that everybody can get behind. Because if we can all pick like a common target, if it's like, oh, we want this person, we can all spam their comments and spam their DMs and every post like, you got to be on Detox. You got to be on Detox. We got 700 subscribers now. Like we got people that care about this. We got a little channel family here, so we could use that, leverage that to get some bigger
Son,
guests
I've
here.
said it since day one.
Who?
The Frigga.
Devonte Frigg. I talked about him on the podcast. Me and Steve talked about him.
Hurts,
Um,
man.
I, I'm
Hurts.
I still watch his videos from time to time as much as
still got
I
the
can.
DM, dude.
Big Ty does have the DM of what do you have that? Can you pull that up and read that? Just for the proof so people don't think we're lying about this. So for those of you guys who don't know though, Devonte Frigga is a basketball YouTuber. Played D3 basketball, went to a smaller school, which Big Ty and I went to a smaller school and played basketball. Except for we did not go. It was not D3. It was like a fake division something. So not
It
even
wasn't
good.
even real.
It wasn't even real at this point. But so he's somebody that we've like been interested in, and we were both following him since he had like weren't you following him before he had 10?
Yeah, it was like within the 10,000 subscriber
That's what I'm
mark.
saying. And
So like at that point, if you followed him on Instagram, he was like following back. So I got him
Yeah.
like at just the right time.
yeah.
And then I said like love watching your videos. Like it's cool to like see someone like do something completely different than the rest
Mhm.
type of thing. He said, "Thank you, really appreciate it." And then I was like, I'm gonna continue to watch, so continue to put content out because
Yeah.
like it's very like entertaining kind of thing. And then he was like, and I was like asking like, what'd you do to like get to the point where you're at? And he was like, I just kept posting,
Mm-hmm.
and like I just kept going and going, found what I needed to do. Like he was like that D3 thing is working, so I'm just like working that right now.
Yeah.
And then I was like, would you be interested in doing a podcast like with like our group? That was back when we had the group. This was in 2019, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, you can look it up on YouTube if you want. I was like, it's under the name Danrita. And I was like, it's called Detox. He said, yeah, I'll be on one. Where are you located? Says it right there.
No
See it,
fucking way.
dude.
That's what people don't believe. See, I've
And
been
bro, look, he's verified on top. It's not no fake account,
Yeah.
nothing like that. Like
Yeah,
it's like dead ass.
It's probably
So,
before he was verified too when you were talking to him.
it was.
That's crazy, dude. That's fucking nuts. We got Mr. Misfit says love the jacket. Appreciate that, dog. We're rocking in style today for the 2 year. Yeah, but Devonte Frigg has been ducking us. We want him on the show. It's 2 years. I get it. There's a lot of people. Don't get me wrong. We're not in a niche. We're not in a niche, so it's harder. I don't want to sit here and complain about not being able to grow because that's on us, on the channel. We need to continue to make better content, keep putting it out, keep making stuff you guys enjoy so that it can get pushed. But it is more difficult when you're not in a niche. When you do, if you make videos about a certain kind of car, and you always make videos about that, you have a built-in audience because it's people that already like that thing. All these Star Wars channels. It's like if you like Star Wars, you already are more likely to like that channel, and it's just a matter of, being consistent. In his case, it's basketball, but not just basketball. It was D3. And then obviously he branched out now because he's graduated and stuff like that.
Well, he figured out what he needed to talk about
Yeah.
because everybody always says like it's either D1 or like you're like
D1 or bust.
shit, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he was like, no, you can like find different options and like different ways to get to the pro level if you want to get there.
Yeah.
And he was playing that game for a while, and then
And now he's where he is. Now every park he goes to gets shut down because he's got
he
300
made a video
people.
with Russ.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
Yeah, no, he's nuts. And we love his stuff, and we're big fans of his. And we've got him on record saying he would come on the show, and he won't come on the show.
Now he's just ducking.
Now he's been ducking. I messaged him twice already, long messages, like explaining who I was and explaining like how we were cool with him and that my guy talked to you already. So like you said you'd be on. Do you still want to be on? Obviously he's
I
300.
think you said you loved him.
I don't think
That
I
was
said
a
I loved him.
typo.
I think I meant to say I love your content. It said love him, and we were both like, fuck, that's why he's not gonna do it, man. P
Thinks
Dizzy
you're a little
says miss you.
sus.
P Dizzy says miss you boys. Hope y'all having a good one. We miss you too, Pat. Wish you could be here, man, and kick it with us. We got some. You'll stick around. We're gonna be doing a Detox birthday wish towards the end of the show.
So Detox is what, a Gemini then?
Is
what it
that what June? Is that what I mean? We're like end of June. That would make sense because don't our Gemini's like very like this or that? Like they're very like isn't Kanye a Gemini? That's like the only thing I know. I'm pretty sure it's like
I don't like Geminis.
You don't like Geminis?
She doesn't like Detox. You heard it
Oh,
here
Jesus
first.
Christ. Can you what is like a Gemini? Like what is like
Do
their
you want me to look it up?
Yeah, why don't you pull that up? You don't have to and then you can are you showing it to them or are you just
No,
pulling it
do
up
you
on the
want
side?
me to
Okay, you
show
don't
it?
have to show it. You can just read it and then we'll react to it. 'cause
Oh,
I just-
it's not a Gemini.
What is
Gemini,
it?
it ends June 20th.
Okay, so
what's
Detox
the next
is
one?
because technically this isn't like its exact birth date. It's just like the week. Like I don't know the exact day. I mean, I could go back and check, but
2 years
Okay.
ago today.
So June
yeah.
28th. So
I guess it,
Oh, it's a Cancer.
It's a
Alyssa said,
Cancer.
yeah.
what's
It's creative, sensitive, compassionate.
Yo.
wow.
um,
Detox. I mean, these are describing of Detox, I guess, somewhat. I mean, it's a podcast that's about whoever the fuck I have on that week. So
Compassionate.
Alyssa said, "Bro, I was right. Yeah, you were actually." I've sent Steve said he's sent too many messages. I think he's referring to Devante as well. The thing is too with Devante, man, if we could get him on, I think it would be really cool. To, like,
Yeah,
I
I
think
started spamming all his comments.
just every
post.
YouTube video, like, bro, when are you gonna be on?
Instagram. I'm like, hey man, respond to the DM.
No, let's pick a day. I'll post
Everybody
about it,
does
and
it.
we get all of our we get everybody who follows Detox and everybody who's subscribed to the channel, everybody who up on Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. And we all just pick either maybe an Instagram post. I think that might be the best way to get to him. Pick an Instagram post, and when he posts it, we all just as hawks just come in. Bro, be
You
on
just see
Detox.
700 straight of just
Be on
that.
Detox tags me. Be on Detox tags me. So then he would just who the fuck? What is this? And he would click it, and then he would see that he has a message from me. And
Probably account managers would be looking at it because I don't think he's really going through on his own anymore.
I'm
his
sure
own
he still checks
Instagram.
it though.
Not that much.
Yeah.
He's busy doing other stuff, whether it's editing a video or thinking of
usually if you
where
just
else to go.
Usually if you just post, I'm sure he probably checks to
For a
respond to the first
second,
couple of
right.
people. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. So Detox is a Cancer. So that
It's
sounds
Cancer.
Yeah, that's whatever.
You know they say cancer in Spanish.
Oh, Cancer. It's from Deadpool, right? I think that's from Deadpool. Well, yeah. So I forgot where we were going with all that. How did that even come up with the?
Because you
cancer
asked who I wanted to be
have on the podcast. Okay, yeah. So you guys, in the comments too, let me know who you guys would like to see. Who's a reachable? Because Devante, he's a 500,000 subs. So
He's
that's
reachable, dog.
he's reachable because we got him. We got receipts, man. He should be on so we could talk to him about. The dude. I just think it's fascinating what he's been able to do, and the fact that he just drives around the country now and plays basketball and is making a bunch of money doing it. It's crazy. It's
Getting
awesome.
to meet a bunch of people.
Yeah. Impact. Ken, were you about to say something? I thought you had something to say over there. He pulled the mic up.
I was just gonna ask if you want me to get the cake.
Oh, okay. If you want to get the cake, yeah, you can do that.
Okay, BRB.
McKenna's gonna get the cake. Do you have it set? Is it just on me right now? Is it just on me right now? Okay, that's fine. So yeah, so Devonte's who you'd want on there then. That's
definitely.
your first one. That's fair. I think that would make the most sense for the channel. I think it would be his fan base. I feel like there's some Detox fans hidden in there that would maybe enjoy this podcast.
I mean, you said there's 500,000 subs. So I mean, what is it? The 10% rule.
I do the 10% rule. So at least let's say 10% of those people watch it. That's what is that? That's 5. Well, it's 50,000. And then we got 10% maybe like it. So that's 5. And then let's say at least 10% subscribe. So 500. That would be fun. That would be big for us. That would be fucking big for us.
Huge. And once you
Okay.
hit that 1,000, that's when it starts growing.
That's true. Well, he said.
That's what he told me.
He said. Is that what he said? I thought it was he said 800 or 900.
No, he said once you get into the low thousands, every 100 you get, it just it's a speedy to the next one.
Mhm.
So it's faster than what you got on the last 100.
Yeah.
And I mean, we can both contest that.
Yeah, it's
saying
definitely
from
been
the
about
100 to the 200 to the 300 to the 400. I
Yeah.
mean, more consistent content you put out too,
Yeah.
faster it grows as well.
Yeah, most definitely. McKenna's going up. This guy just kicked the. Did you just kick the table?
I
Dude?
need the table.
Jesus fucking. McKenna's going up to get the cake right now.
That would
While
be perfect for that.
While she's
punch.
doing that, there's some other stuff I wanted to get to today on the show, which had to do with here. Let me pull this up. Oh, so I wanted to. I guess I gotta wait for her, but I want to read some TikTok hate comments that I get, but I want to do so in the Thanos voice or one of these other voices that we have. I think that would be kind of fun just to see. So for people that
I can
don't
give you
know,
some live hate if you want.
you want to give me some live hate? You just do some live riffs and tell me. Dude, you'll have to see. I have it set up so we can do both of our mics. So you can be
Oh.
Thanos as well.
I am Thanos.
You were literally Thanos. But yeah, you guys tell us, or if someone wants to leave us hate right now, we can read that too. But just please preface it with it's fake because I can't handle it. Remember,
Say it, Trio.
we're
Say it from
we're
the bottom of
Cancer.
your
We're
heart.
sensitive. We're sensitive.
We're also compassionate.
Congrats from the Common People podcast. Appreciate that. If you guys don't know, Common People podcast, we had John on a few weeks ago, and I was over on his show, and that was a really fun show to be a part of. And he's a good dude. He had some good stuff. I guess while we're waiting for McKenna to be on, Big Ty, you had some questions for me. Why
Two
are
are
you
McKenna's, so I'm not gonna ask
okay?
those.
Well, make sure you're talking into the mic when you're asking.
All right, 2 are McKenna's, so I'm not gonna ask those, but I got 4. I
4
believe.
questions for me. Okay. What is
He's
so
sweating over there in the chair. Look
I
at
am
him.
nervous. I'm very nervous for these.
All right, so
Are these podcast related?
yeah, they're all
Okay.
related. I'm not gonna just ask a random one.
I mean, yeah, that would be.
I mean, I could think of one at a time in my head if I.
Okay.
Anyways,
All right, all right.
so is there anything you want to change about detox?
Studio. I'd like to continue upgrading the studio. I'd like to add some new lights and get maybe a couple more of these guys so that we can have because we can do 4 mics now, but we don't have. You're good. But we don't have we don't have 4 of these. We have 2 of the other ones that we used to use. So that would be cool. We got the sound effects now, and that was big. That was kind of the big. I'm like very content right now because that was something I wanted for a really long time. So be able to do live. I guess the next thing will be getting my pad over here so
Do that.
I can boo you when you ask me a dumb question like that. Be like, get the fuck out of here.
This guy. Whoa. What is your goal for this next year?
This next year of detox
Yeah.
goal is in what?
As in, like, what's the goal for detox? Like, what's your ending goal? Like, you know, you said the equipment you got now, you know, the 4 mics total.
Yeah.
You know, you got the sound effects now, all that. It's
Yeah.
like, what's this next year's goal? Do you have one?
Yeah, I think it's probably just trying to expand on like what I think the regular goal of the show is, which is like I want to entertain people. Like the regular goal, like I guess when I started the podcast was to create a space where people could go to every week and be entertained, have some fun, and maybe learn something about how somebody else thinks when I have different people on, right? And so I think for this upcoming year, you know, to challenge myself would be to kind of figure out what it is that helps people find a place like that or feel like comfortable in a place like that, so people come back more and more. So people want to hang out with us and kind of build the community in that way. So I'd like to provide
You
more
think that's
value.
obtainable?
Yeah. I want to provide more value. I've already talked about this on Patreon and a little bit on social media that we're doing starting a podcast like network where I'm going to be having some new people, giving other creators a chance to host their own podcast and I'll be hosting a couple new ones as well, and they're all going to be starting over on our Patreon, which is Danrita or Patreon/Danrita. So they'll all start there, but then they're going to move elsewhere, and that's something I really want to do because I think that'll be a fun way to kind of create a more of a community. I guess is the biggest thing. I wanna feel like more of a connection with the people that watch the show.
You
and I
want to
think,
feel like a dad.
yeah, I want to feel like a dad. I want to feel like a dad. I guess.
Feel
All
like
right.
Cliff.
That's a good question, man. That's a good question.
What has been the biggest challenge in the last 2 years?
The biggest challenge. I mean, I kind of said it before with the people canceling, but also just learning everything. Because you think like you just get a microphone. You don't have to pull it in yet, just yet. I'll grab it. Oh God, I'll grab it. We'll see how this cake turned out. I'm pretty excited to just eat it. You got a fork or something? You'll have to add some fun clapping and stuff when we bring it on in a minute. We're gonna be. Do we have a candle? No, you don't need one. It's fine. McKenna's going to get a candle. She is up and down. I apologize, McKenna. You said the hardest challenge, right? That's what we're on.
Biggest challenge.
Yeah, the biggest challenge
over the last
is
2
just learning the
years.
technical stuff aside from booking people, which is the hardest thing because you can run a good podcast. It's crazy sometimes when people first like I don't tell everybody that I have a podcast when I first meet them. I just think I talked about that last week with Seth that I think it's just kind of I think it's a little spammy. It's like it's like the only way to be like in real life spammy. Like if your whole personality is like you meet someone you're like, yo, I got a podcast, man. You should subscribe. You should check it out. Like I get it. Like you care. It is like what I care a ton about it, but it's not like what I don't want someone to only think that about me. So I'd never do that. But when I do show people, they're always like, oh my gosh, like it looks really good. Like that sounds really good. Like, wow, like it's crazy. And then they see like, we only got like 700 subs, or whatever it was before. And I'm like, I'm proud of those 700 subs. First off, And
Earned
second off,
every one.
yeah, and second off, yeah, and we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving.
Right.
And so yeah, I think it's like, but the thing is, people just think like you just start a podcast and then it's just like it just works. Like you just get a microphone, you plug it in your computer, and it's whatever.
And everybody tunes in and listens.
Yeah, there's a lot more that goes into it than that. There's a lot. I mean, even with when I first bought these microphones, I didn't couldn't use them for however long because I had to order other equipment to make these microphones work with the other
Hmm.
equipment that we had because these are different than other ones. So like just learning all this ridiculous audio engineering things that like I knew some of from doing music, but not. It's very different. And even now having the sound effects, we've got the speakers in here, so we can hear the sound effects live. Like kind of a lot. So, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So I think that's the hardest challenge. Kind of just learning everything piece by piece.
And then the last one is, have you ever had a really bad episode, and why was it? And why was it bad?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
My
why
bad.
was it yours? But
No.
that's
Why was
no.
it
I'm
yours?
just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I don't. I mean, I joked about it before on the. I'll tell this. So I don't know if I have told this full story before, but the first episode that we ever did actually a really good episode in my opinion. But we had the most technical difficulties that we ever had.
That's what you're choosing as the
No.
worst one?
I think the worst one was one of the ones I did last year where it was like one where who are you thinking?
I'm thinking of the donut challenge.
Oh,
I'm
the
not-
donut
yeah,
challenge?
That's what
Oh.
I'm thinking of.
Oh no, I don't think that was that. I mean, as a podcast, maybe not the greatest. As a YouTube video, I thought it was a fine video. Maybe as a podcast specifically, yeah. But probably the worst one would be one of the ones where there was this one. I think it's like Detox about ish. It was like episode 50, no, 40 or 30 something. It was like right when COVID started, and obviously we didn't have like any guests, and it was like just me in front of the computer, and that was the first time we had done that set, and for some reason the audio doubled, and I was fucking pissed. So like that made me not like that episode. I think I got to talk a lot with chat that episode, and it was a lot of fun, but that would be for mine. But a fun story about the first episode we ever did. Um, not the like the first detox, numbered detox, which is with Renee Ratchek. We we set that up to we set that up to go, and we had everything in place. And we when we go to film, we had promoted it for like a week, that it was gonna happen this day, and had the YouTube channel all set up and everything, all the mics and double camera set up, everything plugged into my laptop, ready to go. We're about to go live, and YouTube, you can't before you go live for the first time on YouTube, you have to apply for it and get approved, and then you get 24-hour. It takes 24 hours for them to like say yes. So we click it to go. We're like, oh, we just click live. We click go live, and it's like, all right, we'll take this into consideration. We'll let you know in 24 hours if you can. And we're like, oh my god, what the fuck? So then we tell everybody, oh, go on Twitch. It's gonna be on Twitch. We had an issue with YouTube, blah blah blah, like 10 minutes beforehand. So we like chopped the viewership in half, probably more.
Right.
And then my computer, when it was trying to, because it was a little laptop at the time, it's one I do music on mostly. Great for that. Not great for having two fucking DSLRs plugged into it, running live streaming that footage. So we click go live, and it literally could not pick it. It was like completely lagging on just the audio or just the visuals. Audio was fine, but the video was completely like distorted, like disgusting looking, like just like pixels flipping back and forth, and we realized it was my computer. We didn't realize till after the show, and because it was fine when Harrison was watching it through like OBS, our streaming software, but it turned out awful. So that one is still up on the playlist of all the detox episodes on YouTube, but it is just audio only because it was so bad, and that was definitely embarrassing. Uh, I do have the video of it was like technically the first episode, which is before that, where we came up with the name of the podcast.
That was a fun day.
That was fun. It was when we set up everything for the first time, and I'll release that video someday. Maybe when we get to like 1,000 episodes or something. 'Cause I think it would be funny then. But yeah, it's a pretty funny story how we came up with the name too. I mean, it makes sense now, but like at the time we had some very bad names on the table, so that'll maybe be a Patreon exclusive down the road. Okay, McKenna, Big Ty was saying that you had a couple of questions for me as well. No? What?
No,
She
I
says,
don't
no, I don't.
because I was busy finding the quizzes and
I wrote down those two that you said.
oh, what did I say? Oh, you wrote 'em down?
Read my handwriting, yeah.
What was your favorite podcast in year 2?
I don't know. That's a tough question. I would say this one. This one's good. I like this one. I don't know. I mean, I like whenever I get Justin on. It's good. Whenever I get, um,
Joe
you know,
Diamond was fun.
Joe Diamond was awesome. Whenever I get to have Raymond on, he's always really good. I always
Joe
think
Diamond's
he brings
officially
some.
fake, bro.
Huh?
Joe Diamond's officially fake, dog.
What do you mean?
Right? Your thing didn't come true?
That is true, but that wasn't him. That was the
I
spirits.
don't give a fuck.
He had the
He's
spirit.
part of it, dude.
He had the spirits do this reading, and it was there was this thing that I wasn't allowed to speak about, but it was it didn't come true. But it wasn't him. It was the spirit. He's doing some crazy shit right now, bro. He's on he was on this big YouTube channel with like over 1 million subs the other day. So he's really cool. When's the next show? What do you mean, Kyle? You mean live show? Because if that's what we're talking about, hopefully pretty soon here. Trying to get some stuff worked out. You know what I'd love to? When once we get all these podcasts off the ground, I'd love to do it like when all these you ever see like the bigger podcasts, they like do tours. Like I saw TMG podcast live. It's interesting. It's a lot of fun though. It's like borders on stand up where it's like it's somewhat performative, but like they're still doing like a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It's very interesting, but it's a lot of fun, and it's I think that something like that would be really cool, especially like if once I get all these other podcasts like set up, then all the other hosts will have their own shows, and it would be like a fun thing where like certain people would open and things like that, and you have all these different fans of different podcasts together. I think that would be really cool. But musically, if you're talking like a show, um, as like for the music and everything, hopefully soon. I'd like to perform again. That was a lot of fun. Been singing a lot. McKenna, what's up with you?
It's very stressed. Okay.
I know. Well, it's so McKenna. Maybe you should retake the quiz. It's okay.
I
There's
don't
no
get
there's
100% now.
there's no pressure on you.
Okay,
There's
my
no
last
pressure.
question is what have you learned in year 2?
What have I learned in your?
Yeah, like from the podcast. Like what's your biggest takeaway from year 2? Because you faced a lot of challenges. Like you had COVID, you had
We
like,
had
a lot of technical difficulties.
we
like,
had s-
we
we
learned
had
how
a
to
s-
Zoom.
we had a psychopath try
A
to
scary episode.
fucking like try and sue us and shit and yeah. I mean, the biggest thing is just kind of I feel like it's do. Just do it. Like as stupid as that is, and we're not sponsored by Nike. I think it's like stop because I still do it now. I get in my head and I don't. I get like stuck. Like I get like almost paralyzed of like in my thoughts where it's like I can't feel like I can't move forward sometimes. And I think you erase that by just doing. You know, like you get through that by trying to do it. Like even the sound thing. I thought for a long time that I wanted to do it, and then every week when I would make time to sit down and start doing it, I would start thinking about something else, or I would it wouldn't work perfectly right away, and I would give up on it and be like, well, I still have the show, like I got to worry about booking somewhere, whatever, and obviously I took the time and I did it, and I did it this weekend, and it there was a couple of bumps while I was figuring it out, but I just made the time and stuck it out, and now we've got them. So I think like that's like the biggest thing, and that's just sure that's the sound bites, but for everything, even like I mentioned, we had a bit of an issue early on in the year 2 where I had somebody on who was a little bit of a loose cannon, and I knew that going in that this person had a sketchy past, um, but not that it was this bad, and they like lied for like an hour and 40 minutes on my show, like straight to my face about like having learned from their past and lied about specific things that they had done to serve time. And then when I found out and was made aware of what they had done, I ended up putting a like a trigger warning underneath the episode because I had people like reaching out to me saying like, what this person did, right? And I was like, no. Well, what did they do? And then they're sending me the C caps and everything of what this person did, and I'm like, oh fuck, like okay, sorry, I didn't know. So and that's on me. I should have, I should have researched it. But I think again, that's like literally after that episode, I have like done so much more research on every person I've had on, and vetted them, um, much more. Raymond says I apologize for all those lies. That's it's not Raymond Roberts. He's a stand-up guy. Um, and so like it was so stressful, dude, because then this person their family has the reason this person is still like walking is because they have a lot of money. Their parents have a lot of money, and they were threatening to sue, and it was very, very terrifying and just scary when you don't know what you're doing, and I'm just some little broke kid with the microphone. So it was definitely daunting to like deal with that. Obviously nothing came out of it, and when I spoke with people that actually knew what they were talking about, it would have been a frivolous lawsuit anyways, but still was scary. And especially like getting those messages and getting threats, like it's not fun. So I think, but again, in doing that, I know now what like to look for to not have on the show, if that makes sense. Um, I think that's like the biggest thing I've learned is just keep doing it. Like keep doing things and stop, you know, getting lost in your own thoughts, I guess, is the biggest thing. That's for me personally. That's a good question, McKenna.
Thank
Hope
you.
I answered that.
Thank you.
Do you wanna give me some claps and whatnot, or give me? Wait a second. I want to go get the cake. Big Ty,
Bad.
it's really bad.
Yeah.
Okay. It was thrown together last second, so it's not
Literally in 2 seconds.
in literally 2 seconds. So Big Ty, why don't you hold it down? Tell the people what they want to hear. McKenna, get the track ready.
What do people want to hear?
I'm doing crickets right now.
That's
Give me
tough.
give me a beat, dude. Give me a clap track, dude. We got a beat. Oh my God. Well, it's yellow. Is that supposed to be the T-Tox microphone? It's not.
Okay, I'm gonna put a boo for that one. Boo.
It's tough. It's tough. It is what it is.
You live and you learn.
I mean, we made this in.
you live and you learn.
Yeah, we made this very. There's the advice right there. You got to do it. We know now to.
You just gotta do it.
We know now to a lot more time for the cake baking process so that we can properly
Do it.
frost it. Do it. We just have 2 forks here. Okay, that's good. We'll do that. We'll Well, let me. I guess I'll take the first bite. Big Ty, you want to eat a bite of this cake?
I'll take a bite.
You'll take a bite. All right, here. Let me. You got to give me some applause after I eat this bite. That's what we got to start doing. Just random claps for no reason. This is a big bite.
It's for taking a big bite.
It's good cake though. It's good cake.
Big
McKenna-
Ty's gonna get the kids cheering. Oh my God, you're
Yay.
gonna take a tiny ass piece.
What?
Oh
No.
no, you got a big one.
Legendary.
I was like, hella
Nice, dude.
crumbled
That was
up.
hype. That was exciting. That's good cake.
Thanks.
And
It
even
was
though
indeed good
You
cake.
kind of helped make it. You
I did.
stirred it.
I did stir it. I'm a stir from the B movie. You know, his dad says you take you got the big spoon. You take it with one hand, take it with another hand. You going around. You get a rhythm going.
You bring it
That's-
around town, bro?
Yes. I used to love the B movie. We talked about that pretty recently, I feel like, on the show, though. You don't have to worry about that. What beverage do you drink with your desserts? On it, mom, it's fine. My mom scribbled the detox thing right like 2 minutes before it. Yeah. So it's like it's not a big deal, Mom. Thank you for
I
doing
frosted
it.
it, so it's partly my fault.
It's
too.
everybody.
okay.
It's my fault for having it done so
It was in
late.
2 seconds.
It was, yeah. It's totally fine. It tastes great. Doesn't matter. We're not. This isn't Cake Boss. This is Detox. Okay. This isn't even Dee's Kitchen. This is which should we bring back Dee's Kitchen? And if we did, what should we cook or bake? You lost in Dee's Kitchen.
I shouldn't have lost. I shouldn't have helped him.
You did help him, but you
That
still
was my
lost.
fault.
Fair and square. What do we got? What do we say here? Pat says, I saw a message from Pat a second ago. What did that say? Oh, when did you have a haircut last big time? I feel like you got one.
I want to say it was my birthday. 'Cause I got the like sides like cut, but like if you're talking about the top,
Well, like for those that don't know when your birthday, because these people aren't, not everybody knows when your birthday.
December.
Exactly.
So
So it's
December
6
I got
months.
like the sides cut, and then before that, bro, I don't even know like the top. Like I've been growing out the top for a long time now.
Yeah, I haven't cut my hair since my Florida.
I
Is when?
think since.
Oh wow, that's a long time ago for you. I haven't cut mine since the pandemic started. Literally right before I got my hair cut literally the week the shutdown. What, like it was like a couple days before the shutdown. And then I haven't cut it since. So it's been over a year. I don't know when I'm gonna cut it because I feel like now if I cut it, it's wrong. Like if I just showed up one week, like the next week with a fucking buzz cut, like that would be disgusting. I would hate myself.
I think you were like hella weird with short hair now. To be honest.
One time I had a buzz cut and I don't have a head for it.
I did
My head
it.
is huh?
I buzzed your hair once.
Yeah, it was awful. It was so bad, but it was my fault. I asked for it, so
Yes.
it's not her fault.
Like you
I have
thought
to
I could
preface-
fade your hair for some reason,
I
even
thought-
though I've never cut hair before.
I thought maybe she had the skills of a barber.
And I just did it one length.
Yeah, so it was sad, and I should have noticed, but it's whatever. Roran says, "What beverages do you drink your desserts with, or do you drink with your desserts? What do you usually have? Maybe you were gonna eat some cake, or you were gonna eat like a something else sweet.
I mean, what I normally drink, so like water, like 0 sugar, like Powerade.
You would
or,
drink
like,
a Powerade
Gatorade.
with cake? That is some alien shit.
But
dude.
with
That is
0
not
sugar
human.
in it,
That's still
which makes it
fucking
even
weird.
worse.
Those are weird flavors to go together. They do
I
not.
know.
I mean, I drink water mostly. That's pretty much all I drink. But I would have some milk potentially with the
Milk.
Milk, not milk.
Bro, we were having that discussion.
Are you the one that says milk?
No.
Who says milk?
Is it my mom? I think it's my mom.
Oh, okay.
Milk.
Yeah, where's the E come from, man? I get confused. I'll really get confused. Alyssa says that the cake is better than melted marshmallows, which is true. So the other day we tried. I make this Oreo shake, which I've talked plenty of times here on the podcast about how I make it with the muddled Oreos and pounds of ice cream, and it's so bad for me, but I do it anyways. Sometimes when I order like a concrete mixer or something like that, I like to add like marshmallow to it because I'll add like a marshmallow like pump like of sauce in it. So fucking good. I don't know, like
You get that from Dairy Queen?
Dairy Queen, or they do it at Culver's too. And so like
I didn't
it's
know they did that.
it's really good. But tried to do that at home. So like we tried melting some marshmallows. We like looked up the right way to do it. You're supposed to like put some. It was a little bit of butter in the pan, or in the pot, and then you put all the marshmallows in, and then
That's the same way you were to make homemade Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah, but we did it, and it was fucked up, dude. It was not right.
Yeah, because it looked like cum.
It looked like jizz, and it was so hot. And then as it cooled, it got not hot. And as it cooled, it became like so like hard, like sticky hard. And like I had some in my ice cream. We put just a little bit. We had put just a little bit in, and
I wish we had a sus.
it started sticking to my mouth, so it did not work well. My mom said it's a great cake. It is a great cake. Peach cobbler. What's peach cobbler about?
She's making peach cobbler.
She's making peach
Yes.
cobbler right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
back.
she said she
Some of
was
that.
going to.
Is
today.
cobbler a cake? What is cobbler? Is
No,
it a cake?
it's its own like.
Is it a kind? Is it similar to a cake? Is it like a
No,
cousin?
it's more like a pie.
Yeah.
What does it
no
look
crust.
like?
Well,
Well, like the
no,
crust is in it.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's like a weird like like if you took a pie, right, and you just like scramble it up and you throw it in a pan. That's
Yeah.
what like a cobbler is.
Interesting.
fair.
That's
Huh.
the
I
way I
agree
think
with
about
that.
it.
I've never had cobbler.
It's fire.
You ever had key lime pie? Never had it. Is it good? I like lemon squares. So I think I don't know if they're related at all. I just think that I would like it.
That was very. What is that?
It was
Feeling
random.
thing.
I was a child for a second.
Yeah.
I was very in two different places at the same time.
Are you gonna have any more
It's-
cake?
Yeah, I'll have some more cake. I mean, I
Other than
guess
your one bite.
it's really good. I'm not gonna lie. I just well, I just don't want to. It's hard with the just a fork.
Oh.
I don't get a clap that time.
Oh.
You need to clap every time you take a bite of something, dude.
Imagine if we would have had that during the
Fuck. Inspiration. You're one donut in, you're like,
yes, they love it. They love me, man. Okay, so we talked. What have we covered yet? I want to make sure we hit all the bases here today on the show. Also, I want to thank you again. I know I've said thank you already a couple of times, but thank you everybody who's tuned in and is hanging out. If you're listening days after on Spotify, shout out to you as well. That's what I wanted to read some. I was saying how it's sometimes stressful running a podcast, especially for 2 years now. Will be over 2 years, obviously, next week. We got some fun people on next month too. So look out for some people that we have been teasing for a very, very long time. One of them being my old roommate, Logan Bradley, who I have literally
Logmander.
I have not seen since that episode that I was just talking about that we never released. That was us figuring out the name of the podcast. That is the last time I saw him. So that is over 2 years ago. Oh, no, he was at
No.
our show. He was at our show. So that's the last time I saw him. So I've seen him once in 2
I
years.
don't think you saw him before that too, when we had that like get together.
That was that day.
Oh, wasn't it
Yeah,
a
that was the
different
same day. That was that same day. It was here, right? That was the same day. That was later that day. Because Banning and Harrison were here too. But yeah, so I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, we were playing Smash.
But so as you guys know, we talked about we had a highlight a couple weeks ago about how I went viral on TikTok recently. For this video that I don't understand how still, but I've been getting some more people, some more traffic. With more traffic comes a great deal more positivity, but also some more negativity. So I thought it would be kind of fun to read you guys some of these hate comments, some of these negative Nellies out here, and we can react and talk about them together. So McKenna, do you want to give me a voice quick? I was thinking, which one do you think I should use? I was thinking maybe I thought the chords one would be kind of cool for it because I could just sing it, but we could also do the Thanos one if you want. I was gonna save that for the end when I do the patron thing, but it's up to
Thanos.
you. Yeah, why don't you give me the magic ones? So
Magic chords are on.
okay, so you guys know I have been posting my music over on TikTok videos. The Big Tie and I went shot that are kind of fun, color graded a little bit, and they are showcasing my songs. So some people do not like them. I did one for my song called "Worried," if you know what that is, if you're a fan. And I'm gonna read a couple of the comments we got on this. Drop your music career and do something else. Was from one guy who shout out to Joey Withrow. He responded back, don't flex your mama's rent money in your profile picture with hard eyes. And the guy said no, so I Joey won that one. And then someone goes, okay, your flow isn't bad, but your rhyme scheme is too simplistic. And then I said lyrical, miracle, spiritual, back to him. Then we have someone else. This guy's name is Lizard Vice. Said you suck, LOL. We'll just go through a couple more. I know this is kind of silly. I just want to fuck around with this voice thing. It's fun. Then we have definitely not the R word. Anybody said the R word? That is his name. That is this person's profile name. Says, this is ass. So, um, and then someone sent me a link to some porn. So that was that one. And then there was one other
Is that a
one.
negative or a positive?
I don't know what that one, how I should take that one. And then we got one more that I know we had a couple other comments where someone said, "Shut up, you're ugly." So I didn't sing that one. I'm sorry, but yeah. So you can take the voice thing off now, McKenna. But thank you. I that was kind of
You know what that kind of sounded like? You know those like Twitter like hate reads that they have like celebrities come and do?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what that just sounded like.
Yeah, maybe I should do that. We did back when we did maybe we should do another roast. I was gonna do that.
I don't know
I
if
was
I'm ready for
thinking
another one.
you guys let me know. Maybe we'll do that for if I don't know if my birthday ever ends up on an episode or not. If it ever ends up on a Monday, but I would like to do a roast of Detox or like of me. And I was gonna do that for this 2 year thing. It was something I was considering and having people send in a video, of them with like they could do like a couple minutes roast. And it's hilarious. I'm a big fan of the H3 podcast, which I talk about all the time. And they just did that for Ethan's 36th birthday or something like that. And so I was pissed. I was like, dude, I've been talking about this for like months and months and months.
He's one of
And
the
they just took
subs
it.
and he took the idea.
Yeah. Maybe he is one of our new subs. And he was like, damn, that's a good idea. We're gonna keep following this account to get the good ideas and put them somewhere else. Maybe that's what it was. We got lemon squares. Babcha makes the best. Okay, yes, my mom is in the comments still. Thank you, mom. Shout out, mom. Um, so yeah, I don't know if you guys got any questions for me. You got anything? I know I didn't hear a whole lot from you in this episode. I've kind of just been rambling. Do you have anything to input on or anything to say to people that we've the fact that it's been 2 years and you've been a part of it obviously in varying capacities when it comes to the podcast, but you help with other stuff too. So like, how is it for you seeing 2 years of the show?
I mean, it's crazy. I didn't. It feels like time went by very quick.
Yeah,
I mean, been doing a lot of shit within the 2 years. In other areas within content shits that I don't know. It's like that's where it all started, type of
yeah,
thing.
yeah. It's true. It's crazy to think like I think about it like this, like every week goes by, like it almost like it does time does fly. 'Cause it's like I get done with the week of podcast and I'm prepping for the next guest and who I'm gonna have on next week and what we can do to make things more fun and keep things going. So yeah, it's interesting and I always joke with people like I never know what day it is, and like I wouldn't know what day it was unless like about fucking can't speak. Maybe I should end the podcast. Maybe I should stop podcasting. I would never know like what day it was if it wasn't for the podcast. Like people are always like they ask you like what day is it like, and I sometimes forget still, but like I always know because of like the podcast and like the schedule of uploading. It's like Monday I got to do the podcast. Tuesday I'm editing up all the highlights and stuff like that, and we got one coming out on Tuesday night, and Thursday night we got another one. And then we're starting up the Friday uploads again, so that's gonna be cool too. Um, Much love from the Nerds Be Like podcast. What is that? Who's that from? Petty God Eric. Appreciate Nerds Be Like. I think I messaged them earlier today. We're talking about getting on the show. So that'll be fun. Hopefully we can do something soon. But shout out to them. They got a good show over there. Um it's yeah, so it's been my pleasure, guys. I mean, it's been crazy doing 2 years. I know this podcast was uh mostly focused on just how like dealing with running a podcast is. So maybe not everybody was so thrilled by that. Um, but we did get to share a couple pieces of cake, and I before we end up getting to wrap today, I want to say thank you to some people in specific. I want to thank some people that graced the likes of Detox and my audience being on the show, because every person that comes on every week is really you're providing value to our audience, to the D-bags, and that means a lot to me, and it means I know it means a lot to them as well. So I just real quick want to thank a couple of people, more than a couple people, so bear with me for a second. But I want to thank Jordan Bank and Dylan Fraley, Murph. I want to thank John Gregory, Luke Stannis, Raymond Roberts, Latrell Glass, Blake Zager from Fine New Vibes, Taylor Hageman from Midwest Depressed. Well, now I think it's just Taylor Hageman again. Justin Kimberly, Tyus Vincent, David Harper, Blake Davis, Dan Trutchell, Ben McDonald, Derek Bieber, Big Ty as Thanos was his first appearance this year. Matt O'Connell, Brielle, my sister Ariana, Roran Finney, Elizabeth Webb, Patrick Collins, Anthony Grisanti, and Michael Hodnick came on together. Thank you to both of you guys. Kayla McCracken's been on a couple of times. Thank you to her. Joey Withrow, thank you for being on and hanging out with us. Ian Orozco is my cousin. Shout out to him. Jamal Mosley, that was a big episode, getting my coach on that we talked a whole lot about in the first year or so of the podcast. Curtis Rankin, Steve Dillard, Michael McNulty, Grant McNull, Joe Diamond, Jay Rachi, Charlie Davis, Jay William J, Louis Barabitsky, John from the Common People podcast. We got Noah from Kino Kicks, and Seth Boyer was last week. So I just want to say thank you to all you guys, because without each and every one of you guys, like, we wouldn't the number 700 people. We wouldn't have 700 people if we weren't all coming together to put something on every Monday night that people enjoyed, people cared about. And that's in big part because of the people that do come on the show. So I really am appreciative and thankful for you guys. Now, with all that being said, please, if you made it this far to the show, comment down below, even in the regular comments, or you can mention it in the live chat while it's still up. Let me know. Reach out to me some way what you want to see, or who is somebody you guys would want to see on the pod. I really want to get some more people that you guys want to see. I'm booked for next month, but obviously going to keep doing the show. So I'd love to get some people on that you want to see. With all that being said, McKenna, you want to hook me up with Thanos or Titan or whatever? It's the Titan one, the purple. It has like Thanos' face. Yeah, you got that?
Okay, so with all that out of the way, I want to say thank you to our patrons for supporting us over on Patreon. If you're interested in becoming a patron, we post exclusive behind-the-scenes footage over there, as well as videos on how I make and produce all of my music. Also post exclusive Lego builds over there, and all of the new podcasts that I'm going to be starting, which is a lot, are all going to start there first before they go anywhere else. Some of them will remain there permanently. So you get a whole lot, and you can join for as little as $1 a month, and it helps support the channel a ton. Just go to patreon.com/Danrita if you're interested in that. Also want to say shout out to Kenosha Auto Insurance for sponsoring this episode. Thank everybody who is with us live and those who will watch after and listen later. Also want to say thank you to Big Ty for being here and holding it down with me. And a big thank you to McKenna for learning all of this in such short notice and holding it down and running up and grabbing the cake for us and all that nonsense. So yeah, you can end Thanos now. She's like, do you still want to be Thanos?
You can make it clean. We're good now. But yeah, for real, guys, thank you so much. It is like, I want to continue to have more fun, and there are times when I'm very stressed out in doing this, but I try to remember that this is like the best thing in the world to be able to do, is to have this show that's mine and that I get to share with you guys. So whatever you want moving forward, let me know, and let's keep it fun and let's keep it rolling, and we got a lot more stuff in store for not only Detox but the rest of the channel and the music and everything. So thank you guys. We're about to take over the world. I will see you guys next week for the start of year 3 of the Detox podcast.